What's up guys, Aaron or Ryan here. In this video, I'm going to be doing a movie review of my all-time favorite movie, Baby Driver. Baby Driver came out in 2017 and was directed by Edgar Wright, starred Ansel Elgort, Lily James, Jamie Foxx, John Hamm, and a girl's name that I think is Isa Gonzalez, or Isa Gonzalez, or I don't know. So the plot of the movie is pretty simple, but it gets more complex throughout, as with most movies, but the basic concept is quite simple. Ansel's character, Baby, he's a getaway driver, caught up in a world of crime, just not in a good place. He's a good kid, but he's just not in a good place in life. He falls in love with Lily James's character, Deborah. Well, it's spelled Deborah, but that's just, little character uniqueness there. Then they both choose that they want to run away, just a happier life, live on their own, just them. But obviously things get messed up. It doesn't go so squeaky clean, and it's not so easy. So Deborah gets tangled up in Baby's crime-filled life, and things go sideways. Alright, let's talk about performances. So Ansel, I'm not even going to try to say his last name. His performance, he doesn't have to say a whole lot in the movie. His character is pretty quiet, because he's always listening to music. That is another key feature of the movie. I'll talk about that when I talk more about the movie itself, as opposed to the actors. Ansel, he does a pretty simple performance, but it's really good. It's not like The Fault in Our Stars, where he's actually, he's the main character, but he's not talking a whole lot. He doesn't say much. He expresses a lot, which is great, but it's not like he really has to say much in a proper way, It's not like he has to act what he says, but when he does, he is very good, and I enjoyed watching him. It's not like there's any cringy moments that I kind of thought, that was kind of rough. Same with Lily James. She didn't have too complex of a performance. She didn't have to, but it's still good. I hadn't seen her in a film or TV show before, but I haven't watched a whole lot of films that I could see her in, such as dramas. But she did really good in this movie. I really liked her as a love interest for Baby, because they're both kind of the same person, which might sound weird, because usually in movies they like to have opposites attract. That's just makes for good storytelling, but she's kind of shy and quiet, works at a diner. There is one opposite with them, as he's a getaway driver in crime, but they're both shy and quiet. They don't really have too much of a life to leave behind, and they just want to run away. It's kind of weird to talk about it now due to all the sexual assault allegations and harassments and such, but Kevin Spacey, he plays a usual Kevin Spacey role, at least in this day and age. Well, I guess he won't be playing too many anymore. But he's just kind of the big boss, but he has a sympathetic side, and he feels for Baby sometimes, but he's still trying to get money, because he is like a crime boss. But he's really good in it. I really like seeing him. He's one of my favorite actors. Don't know if I should, not sure if I should say that anymore, but he is. Jamie Foxx, hilarious as always. I haven't seen him in too much else, but I've always known his name. He just kind of propels the conflict of the story a little bit more, just things here and there. He hears someone walk out of a door. There's just one really great shot where Baby is trying to escape basically the warehouse that they're staying at, There's just one really great shot where Baby is trying to escape the warehouse that they're all staying in. By them, I mean Bats, Buddy, and Darling. Those are the three criminals that Doc, or Kevin Spacey's character, is working with, along with Baby, of course. But Baby's trying to escape to go sneak away with Deborah and run away and live a happy life. Obviously, things go sideways, and it's this great shot where Baby is trying to walk out. He's just sneaking by, and it pans, and Jamie Foxx's character, Bats, he comes into view, and his eyes snap open, and it's pretty stereotypical and cliche. You know what's going to happen when the camera stays on for a bit, but it gives that sense of alarm that you don't know what's going to happen to Baby. Is he just going to kill him? Is he going to talk to him? What's going to happen? So he's really good when it comes to driving the story forward and causing small bits of conflict here and there. Now, John Hamm's character, he is dating or engaged, or he's in some sort of relationship with that Isa girl. I don't know how to say her name. Her character, Darling, they are in love. It's pretty evident. Not a whole lot of backstory to their love, but he's really in love with her. It's almost an obsessed part, but that's alright. But he serves as the main villain. I thought it was going to be Kevin Spacey as the villain saying, "No, I need you to do one more job, and if you don't, I'll kill everyone you love." Yes, he does say that. It's even in the trailer. But John Hamm's character, he really steals the show and spotlight as the villain. He even kills Kevin Spacey's character, Doc, and it's this really intense scene. But I really actually liked him as a villain. I wasn't sure how it'd be kind of changing who you thought would be the villain, but it does make sense considering they're all criminals. Now, the scene that most people talk about when discussing Baby Driver is the first scene. It's the 6.5 minute clip of Baby driving away. It's this gorgeously shot action car chase scene. I don't think there's any dialogue except for maybe like, you know, a couple, but even then, the soundtrack is Bell Bottoms by the John Spence Blues Explosion. I have the song, great song, really like it. And what's special about the soundtrack is that Edgar Wright, he chose the songs before they even got approved, before they could go to the producers or the music label and say, hey, can we use this song in our movie? Obviously they have to go through paperwork and pay and things like that. But Edgar Wright was like, you know what, no, I need this song. And he wrote the script and the screenplay for that song, what would happen to each beat. And while they were filming, he had speakers blaring of that song because everything had to be in time to that music. And the reason that is actually a really nice plot device, and also just kind of adds a bit to Baby's character. When he was a kid, he got into a crash, he lost his parents, and he has tinnitus, I think that's what it's called, I don't know how to pronounce it. Basically he has a hum in the drum, and he plays music to drown it out, and that's what makes him the best. The very start of the movie, you see him playing it, and then it starts, and it's just so perfect in that way. And there's one scene, it's the scene where he's driving a truck, it's like a Chevy Avalanche or something, and he drives up a wall. If you haven't seen the movie, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. It might have been in the trailer, I think it was. But he plays this one song, and the scene is longer than the song. Edgar Wright, being the clever man he is, it's pretty simple, but it's just smart to think of it. He has Baby say, hold on guys, 1 sec, before he starts driving. Rewinds the song a bit, and then starts where he needs to go. And everything's in tune. There's even a shootout scene with some guns, and it's awesome because it's in tune and to the beat of Tequila. So they're like, bang, 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 bang. And yes, some might say that's kind of corny, but it's awesome. It's so much fun to watch because it's not just, oh, there's gunfire everywhere. How many gunshots can we squeeze into one shot? It's aesthetically pleasing to watch people get killed, and it's not in the way that, you know, superhero movies are where they fly through walls. It's just people shooting, but it's almost like a musical. Some people call it a pseudo-musical, and it's really amazing. Back to the opening 6-minute scene. Starts with Baby and all the other criminals in his red Subaru WRX. Gorgeous car. Fun fact, those cars are all-wheel drive stock, but to do those drifts that he does, such as handbrake lock or rear wheel lock drifts, they had to convert that car to rear wheel drive, which is just really cool to me because that's my dream car, or one of my dream cars, so it's really cool to see that they had to do that just to accomplish some stunts in the movie. Those of which were, I'm pretty sure, almost all practical. There was only bits of CGI in here and there, obviously, because it was a 2017 movie. You're not going to not have CGI unless it's a low-budget film. But that first opening 6 minutes, they're all going into the bank. The music cuts out for a bit, and then Ansel just starts dancing. And you might think, how is that fun to watch? Because it's just there's so much joy in that scene, you can't not like it. It's just so happy. He's singing, he's dancing, he's wiping the windshields, he's tapping the sides of the car. It's just a fun scene to watch. Even though it's like 2.5 minutes of it, you're like, did I just sit through a guy dancing for however many minutes? They all get into the car. I think it's John Hamm's character, Buddy, goes like this, as in drive. Baby already has it in reverse, steps on the gas, drifts in reverse all the way around, back into drive, and it's just this gorgeously shot. It's not shaky cam, it's not overly cut. It's long takes of what's happening. Obviously, you guys have seen the stunt where he basically goes a two-way drift. He drifts into reverse and drifts back into forward through 2 trucks. If it's in the trailer, it's hard to miss. One of the coolest stunts in the movie, and I'm 99% sure it's all practical effects. Overall, I really enjoy this movie. It is my all-time favorite movie, so I'm trying not to be too biased because it does have imperfections. The pacing is a little weird at times, but for me, at least it's my kind of movie. I never really got lost, but I can see how some people may have gotten bored at certain parts if you didn't understand the movie. The musical choice was amazing. So again, some might call it weird because not the most well-known songs, but really good. Fit the scenes well. The performances were really good. It's not like they were like their best performances ever, because, you know, I'm sure those actors have had better. But they are really good, and you would never blink an eye thinking, what was that? Like, why did he say it like that? It's all really good. Overall, I'm going to give Baby Driver a 95. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this movie review. I know I've been doing a lot with my channel recently, but movies have been my passion forever, pretty much. I've always wanted to make movies, or as long as I can remember in, you know, close proximity of my age right now. And I want to do that. Just things like this, little tips. I might do a review on my tripod, because this tripod is literally the best, like, 20 bucks I've ever spent in my life. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're new. This has been Ryan or Anrai. We'll see you next time.